Welcome to Smallville Fanatic Reviews, now with 300% more facial stubble. This is Season 1, Episode 13, entitled Kinetic. We open with some idiotic thugs getting ballied up.
We got 15 minutes tops. That's just enough time to get in and out. Alright, let's do this thing!
And Chloe's interviewing Lex for her school newspaper, because that's plausible.
So, Mr. Luthor, are there any more secret construction projects going on at Luthor Corp like level 3?
Please, call me Lex.
Okay, Lex, are you gonna answer my question?
Chloe.
What?
It's okay, Clark. Our critics are our friends. They show us our faults.
Chloe goes from hating him to flirting with him because Lex quotes one line from Benjamin Franklin. Oh yes, quote to me, Lex, quote to me!
I look forward to resuming our verbal judo.
How is she impressed by that? That's not even something he thought of. I would have given Chloe more credit than that. Anyway, they all leave the room one by one, conveniently allowing the masked men to enter.
Okay, the vault's on the wall behind the bookcase.
How do you know?
And state out loud to each other their nefarious plan to steal from a secret vault behind Lex's bookcase. And they do this by walking through the wall! So they somehow have super wall walking through powers! Amongst the hundreds of shiny things, one of them finds a disc. Pay attention, kiddies, that's important for later. But Clark and Chloe return, and Clark is somehow overpowered. One of them has a glowing green mark on his arm. I'm thinking that might be kryptonite somehow, but I'm not one to jump to outrageous conclusions. I'm not Chloe Sullivan, so I had my boy Dr. Grohl make me a handy kryptonite detector. Yeah, that's kryptonite alright. So Chloe's thrown out a window and the thugs escape.
Let's move it! Let's move it!
If you watch Smallville regularly, you'll know that when you hear a whoosh sound, that means Clark just used his super speed. This is often because the producers are just too tight to pay for the visual effect on screen. So when I watch this...
Chloe.
I think Clark just ran down to catch her. Nope, he's still up there, and Chloe fell to her death. Yes, it seems that sound effect was of the burglars going through a wall. Did the editor just put that in at random and hope it synced up somewhere? And then while Chloe's lying on the ground with massive internal injuries, some cosplay fan sneaks by and styles her hair like Sasuke from Naruto. Actually, Chloe's fine. They can't kill her because she's the only good guy with a speck of intelligence. Lex then explains that the burglars have been on a crime spree of late.
There have been over a dozen of these robberies all over the county. This gang somehow gets in and out without busting a single lock.
And the stuff they stole from you, can the police trace it?
I back traced it!
I didn't report anything stolen, Clark.
Why not? I saw them walk out with 2
I
bags.
don't care about that. I just want to find the people who did this to Chloe. When I do, I promise you they will be dealt with accordingly.
What does that mean?
It means your best friend had something incriminating stolen and he's going to murder whoever took it. You might want to remember this, Clark. It's like the one thing he does. Elsewhere, the smartest of the masked idiots realises that they can blackmail Lex with the disc,
10 to 1.
since it apparently grants the user access to Lionel Luthor's computer, and Lex has been using that to embezzle money for his secret lab.
Maybe then we pay Luthor Jr. another visit, huh?
I think so.
Wait a second.
How'd you get in here? Same way we did last time, bro. What do you want?
$1 million. Cash.
So they threaten Lex while wearing their normal clothes, and then wander around a local store with one of them still wearing the same clothes. And these absolute morons are trying to get one over on Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor, the arch nemesis of Superman. Are you fucking kidding me? And they weren't even wearing gloves either of the times they were there. Anyway, Whitney works here, by the way.
I bet you think it's just great to live in Smallville your whole life.
And he bitches at Clark about how his life sucks.
I'm not sure. I lost my scholarship, Kent.
That's what you call karma.
I am going to spend the rest of my life in this store, develop a bad heart at 50 like my dad, and become just another remembering. I'm never getting out of Smallville.
Yeah, well, it was good to see you again. I'll let you go. Take care.
Hey, man, you got these sneaks in the 12?
Yeah.
Clark notices the guy from NSYNC has green tattoos.
You got a problem, bro?
No. I'll go find this.
So the leader of the group recognizes Whitney.
Hey. Are you Whitney Fordman?
Yeah.
Wade Mahaney. I saw you throw for 300 yards against Topeka last year. That was a great game, man. Say, I heard that you were tracked for a full ride to Kansas State.
That's fucking weird. This grown man has been following random teenagers to their school games. It's not like he was there because of his own kids. What the hell was he doing there?
Say, we're having a party at our place tonight. Why don't you, swing by?
What?
Come on, man, it'll be fun.
I don't think he's convinced. Make the fun sound more fun.
Fun!
So of course he goes, and they bully him into having a tattoo. It turns out their ability to move through solid objects is the result of tattooing themselves with kryptonite ink. Why or how they made this ink is never explained. To test its work, they throw him in front of a truck, why not? Yes! Die, Whitney, die! I'm almost past the stage where I ask, well, how does that work? That's right, I'm willing to suspend my disbelief that a green tattoo can make you pass through solid objects, and I'm willing to not ask the question of how it works on their clothes as well, because I just do not want naked men running around. But why did Whitney not fall through the ground? This was his first time using the powers, so either he should have fallen through the ground as well, or the truck should have hit him. And man, I wanted that truck to hit him. Haha! They have a pretty relaxed dress code at this
Whitney,
store.
You have a minute?
Sup, bruh?
You remember the guy who came in here yesterday looking for the shoes?
I think I have laser eyes. These shades are for your protection.
Where'd you get that tattoo?
Mind your own business.
Clark sees Whitney's new tattoo and figures out that his new friends are the robbers. Later, Lex goes to meet the thugs for the payoff.
Go inside. You'll find a walk-in meat locker. Wait there.
Hello?
If your blackmailers want you to wait in this room, chances of you going home alive? Probably quite low. So the guys turn up and Lex sees them walk through the walls.
The money, Lex. Give us the money.
What's going on? Shut up.
Did you not think to ask that before you put the balaclava on?
Wait, timer's almost up. We gotta blow!
Clark turns up because he followed Whitney, but he's weakened by the tattoo ink and takes a meat hook to the face. Bloody lucky he got the blunt end. The guys run off, since apparently each tattoo's power only lasts a certain amount of time.
They're gonna learn that it doesn't pay to rob Lex Luthor.
Then Lex says one of my favourite lines of all time.
A man is measured by the quality of his friends. If the quarterback's with him, he'll have to face the consequences.
Whitney sneaks away from the bad guys and finds Lana.
I let you down, I just don't know what to do.
You could go to the police, you fucking idiot.
After they get the money, they're gonna kill Lex. And probably me for betraying them.
It's too dangerous. We should call the police.
No cops. I'm already in enough trouble.
So instead of going to the police and telling them about a conspiracy to blackmail and murder, you're going to what? Confiscate their beer and send them to the naughty step? Oh, and great move by involving your girlfriend, just to ruin her life by making her an accomplice too. So Whitney takes Clark back to the hideout, which is what I imagine Tom Hanks' bedroom would look like if they remade Big. They find Lex's disc, but get caught.
I don't know how you found that disc, bro, but I need it back. Now.
Clark destroys the disc rather than give it back, which he does not appreciate.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Leaving Clark alive, he has a Bond villain-esque plan to kill Whitney by dropping a car on them both while his tattoo is still active, thus killing Whitney but not him.
Let him go.
But his tattoo runs out and he is the funniest "No" I have ever heard. Clark saves Whitney, but not the bad guy. What? He could easily have saved them both. Easily! The tattoo had lost its effect. Clark was at full strength there. That's not murder, but it's... I don't know, close. The cops show up and arrest the other guys, because Lex just called him a moment ago. Well done, him.
What did you tell the police?
The truth. Those guys broke into my house and that you and the quarterback figured it out, tried to be heroes and got in over your heads.
What about the...
walking through walls part? I don't think the cops could handle that much truth. Just remember, boys, you keep my secret and I'll keep yours. And if you don't, you'll find out that you're not the only ones who can reach through walls.
Can you move this vehicle? I'm gonna transport the suspect.
Yes, sir.
And Chloe exposits that all the kryptonite tattoo ink is missing. Obviously taken by Lex.
Where are you going?
I'm just gonna go do a little checking with the police. Apparently none of the tattoo ink was found at the loft, and Scott and Derek aren't saying anything to anyone, so I smell a cover-up.
Does Clark look concerned? No. And to finish off, Lana puts together a business proposal for Lex to turn an old cinema into a coffee shop.
That's a deal.
Really?
Really? I think this could be the start of a very interesting partnership.
It's called The Talon. Well, it's better than The Beanery. Now, people ask me if I actually like Smallville, and I do. I love it. This is actually the first episode that I don't like. I just think it would have been much better if we had a single clever criminal who had an interesting motive and more sinister plot, rather than these three absolute morons who just want to loot banks and live in a scrap metal factory or whatever the hell that was. Oh, and their tattoos are shit. That combined with having that jerk-off Whitney as a central character and a plot to drive sympathy for him, and you've got a really shitty episode. Thank Zod that the next one features the return of one of my favourite characters ever.
You didn't leave me with a lot of options!
Curse you, Fanatic! He didn't even mention how cool it was that one guy got his arm stuck halfway through a bank vault door! You're still making fun of me? You're the one who shot Chloe and lost your entire female fan base? And glass is transported like that!